Ah.
Ho, 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 ho.
It is Cinco de Mayo. It's a very important day for us.
Yes, it is. Very important day.
It's just another fucking day for another excuse for everyone to try to get drunk, which is really what it is, you know, if you really want to know.
Just like St. Patrick's Day.
Anyway, this is the Nothing Sacred Show, the 5th of May, 2018. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And we actually have, like, some utility here on this motherfucking thing, so...
Yeah, we do, man. This shit is kind of dope. I'm liking it.
I can, yeah, you can actually... We're using a different thing.
Using that Google Hangout this time,
Google Hangout, and yeah, we're here, so we have some unique. I guess we can listen to shit now. So.
Well, yeah, we can play YouTube videos now.
Yeah,
and shit.
That's something special, you know. So we can do that. But let's start with. I got to start with what I'm starting with here.
Okay, roll it.
I could look up some stuff for this, but honestly, you have to know what's going on with Kanye West right now, right?
Oh yes, that's the thing I was going to have you pull it. Well, something.
All right.
Close to it.
Well, let's see if you can find that. What is that then?
The one I'm wanting to show you is Daz Dillinger threatens Kanye West.
Okay.
Got to look that one up. You know, it's crazy because you can't even fucking have an opinion anymore, man.
No, I know. That's what I'm talking about. So if anybody doesn't know, it's
shit. If you don't, you're under a rock.
Yeah,
man.
and the thing is, the reason he's so upset because he's going off the plot. He's going off the plantation.
Out
basically.
of the groupthink, man.
Yeah,
you're a black man. You ain't supposed to like Trump.
You ain't supposed to like Trump, and you're not supposed to endorse conservative black women because they are talking about not being victims. Oh, it's so fucking crazy. So here we go.
Daz Dillinger threatens Kanye West. This shit's crazy, man. Because
all right, so here we go. Let's see if we. All right, see if we can have this, and we'll get the link to this down below if you need to watch it as well.
Oh yeah.
What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again.
Nah, this isn't. This is some dude giving a.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing.
Yeah,
here's what we got to do. This is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do any. We're not gonna. We need to actually give me a link beforehand from now on. So that's because
okay.
We're getting used to this. So yeah. So because otherwise I'm gonna be looking up shit all the time. Let's see here. Let me try it again here.
All right. Because yeah, if we can pull this up, this would be cool. It's just Daz Dillinger, something about Crips.
Oh, Jesus, my typing is shit. So first of all,
Oh, damn. For real? Well, see, but yeah, man, you cannot have an opinion. It's just like, fuck, you know, everybody, they'll unfriend you, they'll do this, they're not cool with you because you have an opinion that isn't theirs. You know, it's like, goddamn, now they want to eradicate your opinion.
Yeah, all right. So maybe this is it here.
What's up, y'all? Had a little theory today
about
here we go.
Kanye
West, you know what I mean? It's like, we all in one boat, and they killing all of us, and he jump over there and say, Master, I'm on your side, Master.
Yeah, we're all in one boat.
Yeah,
I'm with you, man.
Pausing here for a second. We're all in one boat. We're all the same. We can't think before. He looks like a
all black
idiot, dude.
Black.
He's got a fucking cigarette sticking out of his mouth, like a fucking moron. So anyway, let's keep going.
Master Trump, burn all these niggas. You know, we looking at him like, man.
He's never said that.
What's that movie Jamie Foxx was in? That's Kanye West. He the motherfucking Samuel L. Jackson of the hip hop in that movie.
Yeah, because he's a slave.
You know but Kanye West, you sold us out, cuz.
Oh,
you know
shit.
What I'm a Crip guy, nigga. So, what's a Crip guy to your God, nigga? Get it together, nigga. I'm God, nigga. Yo, national alert. All the Crips out there, y'all fuck Kanye up. You see that motherfucker? Fuck his ass up on GP. It's Crip shit, nigga.
All right, that's enough of that shit.
Okay, but do you see what I'm saying now, dude?
No, I know that. Well, what they're saying, and there's some people that are actually trying to imply that he's a white supremacist.
Yeah.
How can you
as a black man, he's a white supremacist.
Yeah, he's a fucking white supremacist as a black man.
Stupid. Totally fucking stupid.
But
my thing is the calling in the Crips, dude. Like,
well,
really, like a gang gives a fuck about a guy. Oh, we finna whip this dude ass because he's
because they do because it's not about the gang. The gang is all black people. See, all black people all have to stick together. You can't have your own. You can't go off. And the funny thing is, they keep talking about going off the plantation. Well, they're the ones who won't go off the plantation.
Not exactly.
They're the ones who won't go away. Who cannot imagine that somebody
leave the plantation.
Donald Trump. The thing about it is, the funny thing is, black support for Donald Trump over the last week or two has doubled because of the Kanye thing. Because people are starting to see what's going on. I mean, when Kanye just what started this? The first thing that started this was Kanye sent a tweet out saying, Candace Owens, I like what you have to say. All right.
Okay.
Hold on, and I'm gonna do something here.
All right. Yeah, man. Fucking, it's nuts. Everybody's making it like for real. All because somebody supports a specific candidate. I mean, it happens all the time. Shit. You know?
Of course. Well, that's the thing. But you can't. You're black. You're not supposed to support anything, and you're not supposed to actually have say you're not a victim. Like the whole thing. What the whole thing with the slavery, where he
Oh yeah, where he said slavery was induced.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what it is.
The thing about it is, I don't like Kanye West music. I don't like his fucking music.
I don't care for his music either.
I don't care for his fucking music. I don't. Hold on a second. I don't care. I don't care for his attitude.
Ideology.
Yeah, most of the time, because he's not a conservative. He has a lot of things that I don't like, but he's allowed to have his opinions.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, here's the Candace Owens and the stuff he likes. Watch this. This is fucking fantastic. Link will be in the description.
What you're seeing happening today, obviously, we have some black people that are just shouting in the back. We have some black people that are sitting in the front quietly that are chanting USA and having a normal conversation. I love that, because what I say every single time, and you may have seen it on the news, is that what is happening right now in the black community, you're going to hear it in this room first. There's an ideological civil war happening. Black people that are focused on their past and shouting about slavery, and black people that are focused on their futures. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. Okay. I can guarantee you what you're seeing happening is victim mentality versus victor mentality. And I promise you, the people here are going to win.
I love that.
And there's no doubt in my mind. I can tell you right now who is going to be better off. When we look 20 years and we look at the faces in this room, who is going to be better off are the girls that are sitting right here and across this room, because they don't have your mentality. Victim mentality is not cool. I don't know why people like being oppressed. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I love oppression. We're oppressed. 400 years of slavery, Jim Crow, which, by the way, none of you guys lived through. Your grandparents did. And it's embarrassing that you utilize their history. You utilize their history, and you come in here with more emotion than they ever had when they were living through it. More emotion than they ever had when they were living through it. It's embarrassing. You're not living through anything right now. You're overly privileged Americans.
Boom.
She used the P word, dude.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
The thing is, she's a black conservative.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I thought she was white.
Nope, she's a black conservative.
Wow.
So that's the
shit,
thing.
okay.
And so she's being, because she's going off the rails, man. She's not saying what she's supposed to. You're supposed to be like, white people are oppressive and the enemy. Like, there's another one. I don't want to go too video deep, man.
Get too videoed out. Yeah.
But there's another one where he was on TMZ, right?
Oh shit. Okay.
And some guy was talking about, man, it's like you're siding with the enemy, and it's like, and Kanye's like, what? You know, first of all, we're not enemies. We're just people with different skin colors. So the real mentality is these people that think that we're enemies.
Racism is coming from the person who said that shit.
Of course it is. And then it's just amazing how he's just being vilified now by the media. Oh, he's a white supremacist, or
that is, dude.
And the funny thing, he's got a signed MAGA hat.
Wow.
He's got a signed Trump. And here's the funny thing about this: in like 2014, and here's what people have been talking about too. How many fucking rap artists use Trump in their raps to like show like, man, I'm Trump. I'm a
shit. No, going way back, even before 2014.
Oh, I'm saying since then, since he got really big in the election, and since the media started spilling all this bullshit, rap artists used to fucking idolize Trump.
Yeah, I know,
because he was
got
making
more money than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that.
Of course. And they used to say, "Oh yeah," but now he's actually saying, "Hey, I have my own opinion." He has all he wants is people to stop, because he's saying that we're all imprisoned by this, and he's not very articulate in some ways. Like what he said could have been misconstrued if you stretch it about the slavery. Yeah. But you watch CNN, man, and they're also, they have all these like very proper, very well dressed black people sitting in a fucking high rise fucking studio in CNN who are going to go home to their fucking $100,000 fucking house, $500,000 house, and all their shit that they're going to say that they're victims.
They're oppressed.
And then when they heard that TMZ thing, all three of them just start clapping. And in the studio, in the fucking CNN studio,
like the reporters were clapping.
Yeah, like the commentators, the people, because they didn't have anybody who disagreed. Of course, they didn't have anybody who said, "Hey, wait a second." What he's saying is that you can't live in the past, and that's what's killing the black community, quote unquote black community, if there is one, in which there is one. You know why there is one?
Because they made one.
Because they made one. Because they keep making one. They keep fucking all in the same boat. You mean all in the same ghetto, or what? Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's your mentality. The mentality of Kanye is like, hey, because Kanye understands he's so fucking rich. Yeah.
You know.
And
that's what the fuck that is.
He's so fucking rich that he realizes, man, if I can get this rich, there's no fucking way I'm oppressed. How the fuck can I get this guy? Well, only certain people. Well, what am I?
It was his slavery comment drove them nuts.
Oh,
you know, somebody on my Facebook posted some shit about, you know, this man said, you know, slavery was, I forgot.
Slavery is a choice in some ways.
It was a choice. Yes, that's right.
He meant it a mental choice.
Now do you support them? You know,
he meant it as a mental thing, not like, well, black people chose. And even though black people did sell fucking their own people into slavery, and actually some black people owned black slaves here in America. But
well, hey, as somebody had pointed out, I can't remember who, but they said that basically if you know, if slaves all said, fuck you, we're not doing this shit, you know, and they kind of stood up and, hey, some of them may have had to die, but, you know, hey.
Yeah, you know, who knows? Yeah, I mean, it's all a bunch of bullshit because the media media's lost its shit, man. We don't trust the people that actually think that CNN. The only people that trust CNN are those who agree with what CNN says.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, like, exactly. I don't trust Fox. Like,
some people hang on every word that those fuckers say. It's law. You know what I'm saying? They're just puppets of the media.
Exactly.
Like media bots.
Yeah, they're called, I guess, the normies or whatever. The people that just buy into the fucking media blitz or whatever. That's the term term they're used.
Fuck yeah.
Of course, I don't really. I mean, there's different people that have different ideas and reasons, and people do actually, you know, sometimes use a lot of outlets. But the fact is that they're so fucking sheltered in that media that, oh my God, a black. And
that's the reality.
And they're just
in their mind. That's the reality.
Yeah, the vitriol against him, and she's only a concern. He's only saying that for his publicity. No, he's not. He actually probably believes what he says. He's expressing his opinion, and it's not what you like. You know, it's not about black man is victim, black person victim, woman victim. It's
what if a white guy came out last, you know, when Obama was in office and said, hey, listen, I think Obama's a really great guy. You know, this man is awesome. He kicks ass. He's whatever.
No, well, white people would be like, oh, you better think that. Actually, white people had
selling us out.
No, white people had to say that. If they would have said whenever you said Obama was shit, people go, "Were you racist?" No.
Oh, of course. But that's my point, man. That, you know, obviously, hey, God forbid somebody from your race is supporting a guy who you don't feel is good for your race, even though things are probably much better for your race than they have been in a long time since Obama was on.
Yeah, now he's exactly. Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying basically the black unemployment rate's down and that more people are starting to support it. But here's whatever you want to hear about the spin that comes from watching it, because I don't like fucking Trump. I don't like it. I hate this mentality. This groupthink mentality. It's deliberate. It's not some like we just believe what we believe. No, they're trying deliberately to divide us. To break us up into people. They're doing it absolutely fucking consciously.
It's pretty in your face, man.
Yeah.
You know, but, and you're right. It's fucking corporate Jim doing all this wild shit.
Yeah, because divided, we can't. Yeah.
We can't succeed. You know, we're fucking begging at their door for crumbs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Fucking crazy, man.
But I will tell you this, though, man. Did I tell you that next election I'm going to vote for Trump?
Yes, you mentioned that last time.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I did.
Yeah, you actually did mention that, so which is fine, you know. I mean,
yeah,
awesome.
No, and having said that, I'm not getting all, hey man, don't say you don't like Trump, dude. You know,
no, of course not.
Care.
No,
that's your opinion, man. You
part of the reason you're actually doing it and voting for Trump has nothing to do with Trump at all. It's because of the principle behind it. Because you know what they're going to bring out on the other side is absolutely going to be worse. Or is going to try to bring us back into that status quo where we were before, you know?
Right.
So that's the problem. We're in unclaimed territory. I mean, Kanye West is saying things, and he has millions of followers who might actually look into what he's saying and listen to this Candace and not think of themselves as victims.
Going behind him.
Oh my God, he's a racist and he's a traitor because he believes his own ideas. A traitor to his race.
They're still fighting a war, man. That right there is slavery.
Yes.
A war is slavery. So if you're fighting a war in your mind, guess what? You're still in slavery mentally, which is even worse. You know, that's what's even shittier. You're free to walk around and do what the fuck you want.
And they're holding on, man. They got to hold on to that victim mentality and that slavery because that's a moral fucking high ground, man. They can pull out and say, "Hey, white guy, even though I had nothing to do with it, you had nothing to do with it." It's still a way for it's a superiority game. It's a superiority game.
It's oppressified mind. Fuck, man.
So yeah, so it's pretty crazy, man. But yeah, that's a big thing right now, and it's causing a social shift because people are starting to wake up from it. Like you talk about being woke. Well, people are getting woke from being woke. They're like, wait a second. He can't even have an opinion. He can't even like what someone says. Like, hey, because that's what.
Well, it's good that people see that, but there's so many others that don't.
Well, that's
like all of a sudden, he probably lost a bunch of fans too.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. But
some might have been fanatical fans at that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like everything he
now they'll hate him even more, and because he betrayed them by having his own thoughts. It's not his thoughts that you betrayed yourself, motherfucker, from not having your own thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. There's the real betrayal.
Have your own fucking thoughts. So so that was my big thing too. I wanted to bring that up too to start out with. So.
Oh, good. Well, the other thing I was going to ask you, since you're a gaming man, have you ever heard of something called microtransactions?
Yes, I have.
See, because James was talking about some shit on Facebook.
Oh, absolutely. Microtransactions are the bane of the modern gamer.
So, in other words, they're trying to get you to, they're charging you extra,
well,
right?
they charge you for little shit, like cosmetic stuff, and other times not so cosmetic stuff. So what was his rant?
Oh, no. It was just that he was telling me about them. And I'm going, because I'd never heard the term before, and I just wanted to ask you and run it by you and say, was it something? Because I guess they make you pay for more little things to enhance the experience.
It's funny that you mention this because it's actually it's awful. Like you can't stand it because they're in every game now. Like there's a store in every game you buy. And you can pay real money to buy shit in the store, like in experience potions and fucking.
So do you have to put your card on file with these fuckers?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like anything else, man. It's like and then sometimes there are some companies that have because here's the thing about gaming. Like there's the perfect example of there's a good way of doing it, which is a game called Path of Exile.
Okay.
So you play Path of Exile, you are basically playing an action RPG where you get all these skills and abilities and you level up and you go and kill monsters and get better fucking items and stuff and get better skills and power you're up until when you play the whole thing. The game is completely free, right?
Okay.
They do have microtransactions, but they are cosmetic. What these mean is like a special helmet that glows, or a special fucking footprint, or let's put it
in your term. But you don't need them to proceed through the game.
You don't need them to do anything. There's nothing in the. Now there are a couple things that make life either like stash tabs, like you have a little bank that you have, so you can buy tabs that give you more space in your bank. Because the bottom line is these companies have to make money at some point to run the servers that the games are played on. They have to make some money. So
they got to make some money.
Now
I dig it.
Yeah, and that's a great way of doing it. Like for an example with you, they might have a voice change.
Right.
They might have the fucking the witch.
Well,
the sexy witch voice.
You paid a certain amount for the game. You should get the full game experience if you paid that amount. You shouldn't have to pay extra to make the thing proceed.
I completely agree. I completely agree with games that do not have maintenance in terms of running servers, because those are continued maintenance. So now, and here's the thing: you don't have to buy any of these things; they're optional. Like the thing but in some games, if you want to be the best of the best, in some games there's something called pay to win, and these things are pay to win. Pay to win means basically you're going to buy the Sword of Glongagon. It's going to give you 500,000 points of magic, and you don't actually go out in the game to actually play the game to find the Sword of Glongagon. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the ones where people have problems, and those are a lot of the Asian overseas games.
Those motherfuckers, man.
Well, yeah, and it's in your. But there is a lot in the U.S. too that have you pay for shit. Oh well, you can buy this, and some of them are close. Like some people think experience vials, which give you faster experience gain to get better, higher levels quicker. Those are pay to win, but a lot of those are convenience things for some people. So it's a touchy line. But the big ones, there are good ways of doing it, which is Path of Exile, which is free to play, and then you just buy fucking the shiny new fucking helmet or the sexy witch voice.
Okay.
But there's also pay to win, which is fun. Now there's another thing that they do. It's called loot boxes. These are being banned actually.
Okay.
Because
how's this work?
Because loot boxes basically you pay real money and you get a box and you open it and it gives you random shit that you can use. So it's like gambling. So you usually get shit. Like you'll pay like $10 for a box. You open it up and get shit. Right.
Right.
But some places are actually banning these loot boxes. So yeah, that's what and they are in. Like there's games like this game called Shadow of War, which is an Electronic Arts games who are this fucking just crowded with microtransactions. And in the game, like to get more info about this character, just spend 25 points. And the points are real money.
So and you kind of need this info, right?
Yeah.
To kind of.
Well, you don't necessarily need it, but it makes it better. And sometimes you do, but they're so over, like they shove it in your face in a lot of these games now.
Well, and I guess that was my whole point. That was my rant originally that James had commented on, because I said, companies rape you now. They believe that the more pushing they do, the more they piss you off, the more likely it is you'll purchase their product. Which is some backwards asinine fucking thinking.
Well, corporations are just completely. The only thing a corporation is there to do, the only thing, is to make money.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. All right, they're making money.
Yeah, but that's all they're there to do. So as a corporation, there's no like it's all like, well, how can we get the so that the people that actually are in the corporation, because groupthink is fucking pervasive.
Oh fuck.
They start thinking that the only thing that fucking matters is the bottom line.
Yeah.
And so so that's why they cut corners and say, well, we can get this fucking group of people to work and do this job as well as this job. And we don't have to hire these people because this group and we don't have to pay them more.
So we can hire less people.
Yeah, we don't pay them more. We'll just have them do double the work and get the same fucking pay. Yeah, you know that's and they have billions and billions of dollars where they could pay you more. They could literally lose.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, so.
Well, but that's my thing is with the advertising. You know, I even had a little discussion with my boss about that a little bit. And she was like, well, I think you should be a little more persistent. And I'm like, look, if they don't call back, you know, after I've called them or emailed them several times, then they're dead leads. And she's like, no, I think you just need to follow up more. You need to be more persistent with it. And she sent me this link, and it was a link. Fuck, dude, I should have given you the link to check it out. But next time I'll leave an email of links, dude.
Okay.
Next time we do a show. So that way we can, have stuff to look at and play.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically it was this article talking about, it's a funnel and, the more you call and, start, changing up your methods of contact and da-da-da-da-da. It was total corporacy, dude. I was like...
Yeah, and which doesn't really relate to, well, we won't go into
it does in a way, but it doesn't.
But it doesn't, it is that corporonic, like there are people at my job who are just so gung-ho, like, yeah, I'm fucking making history and shit, and it's like, oh, right.
How are they making history?
Well, it's like they because they buy into it, man, because this is what they do. See, when people want meaning in their lives, that's why that's why they have those fucking, Jesus. Like, oh, right, we have the fucking, we have the fucking, the power play of the day today, we're going to do this, and, So it's just so that's what they do. It's just like anything else, like the culture, the work culture. Cult is part of culture, so it's the same as any kind of group. So you just got to watch yourself on those, of course. So
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's that whole throw it in your face bullshit. Like the more I piss you off with it, the more likely it is you're gonna buy it or go to it or whatever. Like I get all the time, man, just stupid ass things. Just persistent emails trying to get you to buy this and buy that, and oh, this is on sale and that. After a while, you're just going. Get off my nuts. That's another reason I changed my email because too many fuck bags were contacting me.
Like here's one that I can't stand. I don't even know why they fucking do this. Okay.
Okay.
Domino's fucking Pizza. All right.
All right.
If you get on their mailing list, the Domino's mailing list.
Oh yeah, I already know. They send you emails every week.
Yeah, but the email they send you is about the exact same fucking thing. What a good deal! Time, right? What's this deal? The $5.99 deal, 3 for $5.
I got last week.
I'm like, dude, this has been around for fucking years, like a decade. The $5.99 thing. So why are you? Just don't give me. We have to remind you the $5.99. I know. If I want some fucking pizza,
I had it last week.
Yeah,
fuck bag.
I will order the fucking $5.99 special. Because when I see a new deal, I'm like, oh, well, what is this? Maybe it's something I want.
Well, I used to
$5.99. It's like, oh, come on, it's the same fucking thing. It's not like it's like at least other places like other pizza places have like get a $10 pizza with 5 toppings, right now, you know.
Right, and
like
then next week you'll have something else. Yeah. Get a large 2-liter and wings with your pizza.
Exactly. This one, they don't have any other fucking. It's like busy week, $5.99 sandwich, fucking whatever, pizza and everything else.
Yeah, they're just father pimping that, dude. Just,
overdone, just like most companies, man.
Well, it's like everything, man. Like even on I don't get it as much now, thank God, but. Like rappers tagging you and shit because they want you to hear their new dopical, defical, flyical, freshical single.
Well, see, I don't mind that because at least that's something that they're pointing you to listen to.
Yeah, but it's still kind of in your grill. It's like, ooh, it's intrusive because they've tagged you in it,
Yeah.
So it's in your notifications. I'd say if you just post it and hey, if somebody sees it and they're like, hey, check this out.
Yeah, I probably would. They tag everybody and so that you can just get it and like, hey, leave me the fuck alone. If I really wanted to listen to your shit, I would already know about this probably.
Well, yeah, I would have poked around, or you and I would have had more contact or something because your music was obviously dope, But by the way, speaking of Facebook, man, I got this weird. I got a friend request from somebody who I thought was already on my friends list, right? Mm-hmm. So I add the guy,
boy.
And yep, I know, and this is why I never add more than one page of somebody now. So if somebody has, another Maxwell Silverhammer, I wouldn't do another Maxwell Silverhammer.
The guy was fishing probably for your account or something.
something. Well, dude, I kept getting all these friend requests, and just all these motherfuckers. And the only commonality were these people were his friends.
Yeah, he's trying to get you to fucking. Because some people just do that. Oh, I'm just gonna add friends. I need friends. Like,
Right.
I don't add anybody unless I fucking know them, and unless I like it's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna add them. But usually I'm just like, you know, I'm not adding some motherfucker who I don't know too much. You know.
Right.
I used to do that in the beginning of Facebook, like, because, hey, I'll add you to Facebook.
Well, you probably at least you recognize the person's name, right?
Most of the time, yeah. Yeah, or I asked him, or I talked to him about it, like, hey, let me add you to Facebook. Okay, cool. But not just some random motherfucker who comes on.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, like on my personal page, yeah, I get weird friend requests sometimes from just strange people I don't know. You know, even when I check their profile, I'm like, okay, I don't know who this person is. So then I'll, you know, just click cancel request or whatever it was. And, but now on my Maxwell page, obviously I'm a little more discriminating, or a little less discriminating, because, you know, I obviously might be somebody who liked the show. You know, you don't know.
Some people say you're a little more discriminating. Oh.
Yeah, I know. You got it. So most people listen to the show do, I guess.
Some may.
But no, man, yeah, it was crazy because I kept getting all these friend requests that he was the only mutual friend. And I'm like, oh, okay, I need to block this son of a bitch. So I went ahead and blocked him, and the friend request stopped. So, but that just goes to show you, man. Don't ever, if somebody has who you know is on your friends list, sends you a friend request, do not add that motherfucker.
Yeah, don't add a second one too.
No, because there's one dude, like you said in the beginning of Facebook for me. You know, when I got my personal page, I had one dude. Actually, it was a guy I worked with at Bloomfield, and you know, he sent me a friend request. I added him. Well, then he sent me a friend request from another page. It was his name. And so I added him. You know, I used to do that. I was like, okay, I know him. I'll add him. Blah, blah, blah. But obviously you can't do that, man. It's more annoying.
Well, and Facebook now is a little bit less shady than it was before in some ways, and a little bit more in other ways, because it's corp now, so they're going to be listening to all your shit, because we can get more ad revenue by telling all these people. That's why if you go on there...
they try to get me to boost posts all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I post the shows, they send me this, I get an email, Facebook business, and it'll say, you know, try boosting your posts like this one, blah, 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 you know, and...
Yeah, it's everywhere. You just can't get away from the selling, man. You can't get away from it.
It's rape, dude. It's downright corporate rape.
Yeah, well, it's corporate harassment is what it is.
Yeah.
I would say whatever you want. Corporate groping you under the table when you don't want to be groped. Like, hey, buddy.
Too bad. I'm corporate Jim, and I do what I want.
You like that? You do like it. Come on. You know you like it.
Speaking of gropums, or, well, kind of grope 'em, I guess, but the Toastmaster group that I used to be part of.
Oh, did you hear? You heard about that? I heard about this. I think I know what you're talking about.
Did you?
I think I know what you're talking about because I have friends who are in Toastmasters. They banned hugging.
No.
Well, that was that was one thing because this is they banned hugging at their meetings because of making it feel uncomfortable.
That same group, the B&B Toastmasters.
I don't know, just one the international Toastmasters.
Oh well, then. Oh, it's okay.
Because people feel uncomfortable hugging. It's like our world is.
Obviously, somebody hugs me, I'm gonna hug them back. You know, as long as I'm good.
Well, it's like a thing they did at the end of each like championship for like goodwill. You know, like when they have their competitions, they'd hug each other.
Their national.
And now it's like they stopped doing that. So now it's the high five.
Oh shit!
Pretty soon it's going to be the fist bump because the high five exposes too much hand, and then it's going to be the wave, just the wave at each other. Hi, no touch at all.
The particular group that I was in, remember?
Yeah.
Just the group of assholes I complained about many a times. Well, apparently they're only down to 4 members now, man.
That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, well, before, let's see, when I was in it, we'd get like usually 13, 14 people.
Well, I'm sure because when it dries up, man, when they don't do anything new and there's nothing going on there.
Well, and that's it. It's just everybody's leaving. Even people that were pretty diehard for that group at one time, because this one girl's in my she goes to my podcast meetings, and so she was in that Toastmaster group. She's like, yeah, I'm not renewing, so I can start coming to these meetings. And I was like, oh, okay, because it's Wednesday night, the same night they had their meeting.
Yeah.
So, but I just thought it was funny. I'm like, wow, down to 4 members. That's pretty shitty, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably just because of, like you said, because of all the politics and bullshit that usually happen with those groups.
Yep.
That's why I'm glad.
Probably the same 4 fuckers are part of that politics, probably.
Yeah, that's why that's probably the only ones left who are in the clique. They have their own clique, and you end up with your own clique. That's kind of why I'm in my group that I have, my improv group. I don't even fucking get. I try to be as impersonal as possible and just be, hey, anybody can come. No bullshit in my group. No cash
and you
involved.
Get, what, 50 people? each time?
No, 50? Fuck no. 50?
Oh, I thought you said you had 50 people in.
No. The most I had was like 30. Which still, I had 30 people there one time. Place was fucking bursting. But normally I get about 10 to 15 in my group, and they're that's what I want. The regulars who want to be there and have fun. But if you know, but I will never it's never gonna be like, because people have told me, man, you should be fucking charging for this, man, and getting. I'm like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Money is great. Money is great if you have a career where you can just get the money while doing it. But to make improv into a fucking career, like, all right, dues are, and then the people that get
and it's not really a class.
Yeah,
it's just a way you guys can.
But and that's the thing. But if people paid the dues, they'd be like, well, I'm paying here, and I want my opinion heard. With now, it's like, hey,
now it's like, fuck you.
It's my group. I run this shit. I don't ask for shit. If you want to give me a donation, you can, because they can, and they have. But if they don't, then you don't. You don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it.
Right, you're not going to get mad because they didn't donate. You know, like, fuck you then. Don't come back.
Money just makes it become an obligation, or think something kind of, well, you can do a lot of there.
God damn it. They start getting resentful and shit.
Yeah, well, we could do this, and if you did this and if you stopped and put a limit on the people that came and maybe kind of turned away the less experienced, I'm like, no.
Oh, so you've been asked that too?
I've been just told a bunch of different shit about my what I should be doing, so.
Wow.
And my group is the crossroad, basically. My idea for improv is this is the get your feet wet, enjoy it. If you like it, there's other groups. I'll tell you where they are. Go for it,
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
So.
Very well said, man.
Yeah, exactly. Is that it?
Shit. I don't think I have anything else.
I don't have much. The main thing was that Kanye. See, we're about a half hour in, which is all good. So
this is about ideal, man. You don't want to make shit too long.
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. Because
that's one more little bitch, real quick.
What's that?
Some fuckers podcast, like, you try to listen to a show or a podcast or something, and the thing's like 2 hours long, and you're like, man, I'm not sitting in, especially when they're just playing with the people in the chat room.
Yeah. See, I don't like I don't like that. No, I like, but there are some that I really do enjoy that are longer. Joe Rogan is one of them. He has some good ones. I like the intellectual conversations, though. There's a couple other ones, but most of the time, they're just, especially the ones when they're just yelling at each other, and
well, those are like, I don't know. The one I saw was kind of it was. There's a channel that Mac Metro likes, and he was sent me a few videos from that, and it was like just more death row people and bullshit. And it's like,
and
okay,
they talk to the chat. I don't like when they do that, but that's what they do, because what they're doing is it's a recording of a live stream.
Well, that's it. It's a live stream, and the guy's talking to the people in the chat room. Then it was funny because the guy who got on the phone was the one who was doing the majority of the interview.
Yeah.
The dude who was talking in the beginning, he shut up. He was just chilling.
Yeah, the ones that I like don't even have a chat room. They just focus on the interviewers. Like, hey, I've got this person here, Jordan Peterson here, whatever. But anyway, So,
that's should be the story there, bitches?
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Hold on a second.
Linky dinky, I gotta go get me a drinky.
Oh, you got it Saturday night. I'm at Cinco.
Hey, it's Cinco de Mayo.
It's a couple months after hanging out with the mix for the.
I kicked with the Spicks.
Yeah, for St. Patrick's
2 months
Day.
later, I kicked with the Spicks.
And that's the same exact holiday. It's just an excuse to drink, which I got to work tomorrow, so
well, I feel sorry for you, man.
Anyway, I'm sure you do, cockface, and I'm sure you're all happy to have heard us. It's the 5th of May, 2018. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there, bitches! Kanye, you betrayed us, Kanye, you sorry motherfucker!